Hey there YouTube, I'm going to try and be as quick as I can because I know you've got things to do, places to be. Anyway, this weekend in particular, I've been watching a hell of a lot of YouTube videos. One channel in particular, MGTOW, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It stands for Men Go Their Own Way. That's Men Go Their Own Way. So MGTOW, MGTOW. I find that this channel particularly really funny and very honest, and a lot of true points made. It's basically stating why men should really stay single or avoid certain types of women, so to speak. But you know, the reason why I find it so funny because there's a lot of situations they talk about that I've personally experienced and seen from my own eyes, especially with a recent video I watched, 8 reasons to avoid marriage. Now I shall come to that in a second. I've also been watching videos by a guy called Tommy Sotomayor, and he talks about issues with black women, in particular American black women. I would have to say a particular type of black women, maybe more so the ghetto type. Right, because I'm smart enough to understand that black women are not a homogenous one group or one size fits all. They come in different characters and so forth, just like any other group of people. Anyway, so one thread that I've noticed with the response with both of those channels is there's a lot of women that take offense to what is said in both those channels. Let's take for example 8 reasons to avoid marriage. Now, like I said again, why I found that so funny, because I know women who a lot of them points apply to, and this one makes me laugh. A lot of women demand honesty. You see it on the internet dating sites, honest man required, and honesty this, honesty. They really they hark on about being honest and how much they hate men who are liars and so forth. But when they get the honesty, they take offense. They take deep offense. Now this is the difference I notice. I'm not gonna say us men. Let's use myself for example. I can speak about for myself because I know myself. So I can't speak on behalf of men. I don't know what other men are about. So let's take myself for example. The difference with me and all of the women who take offense to these videos is, if a woman, let's turn it the other way around. Let's say a black woman made a video about the problems with black men that she's come across, or another woman made a video about 8 reasons to avoid marrying men. I would observe it for the points that applies to me, learn from it, and use that as an experience to make myself a better person, because it's not my intention to go out knowingly making another human being unhappy. So I would take those points and think, oh my God, I didn't realize I was like that. Gee, that applies to me. I'm like that. That point number 5 and number 3 and number 7 out of 8 reasons to avoid marrying a man applies to me. So then I would learn from that and endeavor to be a better person. Likewise with, let's say a black woman made videos about reason why she prefers to date outside of race, and she avoids black men. I would take the points that applies to me and think, whoa, I should stop doing that, because obviously, you know, I'm putting people off approaching me or being with me, so I better learn from that. That's the difference between myself and a lot of women. I said a lot of women. There are a handful of women that I know personally who are humble enough to take criticism on board and learn from it and endeavor to be the better person. But it's just an observation I have made, and it's quite grim really, because, you know, a lot of these women want to be a man's companion, and part of being the job of being a companion is to be able to build each other up and take on criticism. in order to be a better person, because you've got to work as a team. And if you go through life thinking that you're always right and no one can ever criticize you, you'll make a shit companion and you won't be with anyone. Anyway, I hope I haven't kept you too long, because I know there's more interesting stuff to watch, like a man